Wearing or not wearing a mask is about being empathetic about other people's mindset. This controversy, I've talked about it before, and we all have opinions about masks, whether or not they work or they don't work, whether or not they're effective or not effective, whether or not our rights are being violated by being forced to wear them to go out in public in certain circumstances. There's places you go, you have to wear it even if you're on the public streets. And it's caused a lot of problems in our society in regards to whether or not our rights are being violated. You see posts that people talk about the fact, well, you get an ID number given to you when you're born called a social insurance number. You have to get a driver's license in order to drive. You have a healthcare number in order to access healthcare services. The list goes on. So really, in a nutshell, we are all controlled. And, a lot of you realize my belief system around the masks. I don't think they're effective. But that doesn't change the fact that I needed to tap into the fact of, is it about me? Like many people post, and they're saying they're bragging about the fact that they go into a store or they go into places or on planes. And some of you that have had videos about that, and you figure that you are being a rebel, that you're standing up for your rights. What about the mental rights? What about the mental problems that people are facing? They're already scared enough, and because you make it about you, and that's all I hear from people. It's my right. I shouldn't be allowed to be controlled, and blah blah blah, and I have the right to do this and the right to do that. Well, you know what? Get off your high frickin' horse, pull your head out of your ass, and realize that sometimes empathy rules. Empathy rocks. When you're talking about the fact of going into a store, that you have to put a mask on for about 30 minutes, if you're in there 10 minutes, whatever the case may be, oh freaking well, your life isn't going to be over. I don't believe the masks work, but if I put a mask on and I go in, and there's a family in there shopping that is timid enough about going into that store. They're terrified of COVID. Maybe they've lost a loved one or know somebody that's gotten it and has suffered tremendously because of it. If I can give them a little bit of mental peace and put on that piece of fabric on my face for that little short period of time, why the hell can't you? And yeah, you may not like what I'm saying, and I might get nasty comments about it, or whatever the case may be. If you're willing to have a constructive conversation about it, great, let's have at her. If all you're going to do is put down some nasty ass shit, do yourself a favor, do me a favor, and just remove yourself from my feed, right? Don't watch my stuff, because I can be polarizing both ways. But the more I think about it as an empathetic person, which I consider empathy to be my superpower, I owe it to those around me, people I don't even know. I don't know where their 6 inches are at. I don't know what path they're going down in their life. Like I said, they could have somebody suffering with it, could have died from it. The list goes on. I don't know what abuse issues are going on in their house. Maybe they need to get out and do a little bit of shopping, and they're scared as hell at catching COVID. Whether or not it's in your reality, whether or not you're scared of it, has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the fact you need to care about others. Society, that's the problem. We've stopped caring about one another, and we are constantly going, me, me, me. It's my right not to wear that. Me, me, me. You know what? It's not your right either, though, to instill fear or worry in somebody else by walking into a frickin' store and not wear that mask. How fucking, pardon me, take that back. Well, actually I can't. It's live. I'm not going to edit that. How freaking irresponsible are you to not be concerned about the human condition and the human factor of what other people are going through right now, right? And I talk to a lot of people. Trust me, there's terrified people out there. And I thought to myself, well, I'm going to be one of those rebels and start going into places without masks. But really, I don't think that's right. I think it's just as easy to strap that mask on, put it around my ears, walk in, get my business done, walk out, and limit the amount of times I go into stores. If it bothers you that much, Order everything online. Do curbside pickup. Don't go into places because you don't have the right to instill fear in a young family that's in there shopping, or maybe somebody that's more middle-aged that still wants to be able to get out of their house and go into a store, and then they watch you walking in being the bold-ass person that you think you are, whether you're male or female, and you think you have the right to not wear that mask, and you're sticking your chest out and you're pumping and you know, it's your right not to do it. But you know what? It's not your right to instill fear and create people more mental distress between their 6 inches just because you figure you're entitled to not wear it. Anyway, I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. I look forward to some great discussions about this, right? Are you capable of actually having a discussion about it? Can you actually think beyond yourself about other people? Then let's chat. If not, like I said, do me and do you a favor and just remove yourself from following me, my friend, whatever the case may be, because, you know, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying let's have a discussion. What I'm saying, though, is what I am right about, though, is that you need to care about other people, right? And stop making it all about you. God bless you all. Peace out. We'll talk to you tomorrow.